Bing.
Hi, I'm Joe.
Together we're the Maladjusted Misfits.
And this is the one where we talk about friends.
And we love you.
Would you stop? What if someone starts with this episode?
Then they'll know how much we love them.
And they'll know how maladjusted you are.
That too. Welcome, Misfits, and hello to any new Friends fans that have tripped and fallen over the episode online.
Every week, we rewatch the next episode in sequential order because that makes the most sense.
And we break it down.
And look up trivia.
And give our own maladjusted take on the whole Fireball episode.
And we try and make each other laugh.
And fingers crossed, one of you too.
Yeah. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine and dandy, like sour candy.
That's from The Simpsons. Huh? I have to mention last week we record and then Adam edits, so I don't get to hear the final episode until Friday morning with everyone else. So I listen to it on my way to work. Mm-hmm. It only takes me about 25 minutes to get to work. So I usually listen to half of it on the way there and then the other half on the way home. Right. And I called Adam because he made me laugh so hard I almost peed my pants.
Yeah, I occasionally add some jokes in and things.
So he didn't record this part while I was listening, but the part where he said, the moist maker, that's what my nickname was. I can't even get it out. It was so funny. But I laughed so hard. So I'm listening to the episode right along with you guys. And it almost made me pee my pants. So
I did not almost pee my pants when I made it.
Well, you were doing it. What are we doing this week?
The one with the inappropriate sister.
So aptly named.
Yes.
What's our IMDb plot?
Aboard Ross wreaks havoc in Chandler and Joey's lives. Rachel is uncomfortable with Danny's unusual close relationship with his sister, and Phoebe runs into trouble whilst collecting donations for the poor during Christmas. Not a single word about Fireball.
No, they don't want to spoil it. Fireball is like a big surprise. Our episode director is Dana DeValle Piazza.
Aww.
She was director of 3 episodes in season 4 and 3 more episodes in season 5.
All right.
Dana also worked as part of the technical crew for 92 episodes from season 2 through season 5.
Fun.
Yeah, I think that is fun.
Yeah.
I like how it's like you're not just this. You can also do this, and then you might be able to direct something. And yeah.
Like I'm sure Schwimmer was always bothering everybody until he got to direct.
Direct a couple, yeah.
Hey, what are you doing?
Well, that's how you learn. Our episode writer was Shanna Goldberg Meehan. Mm-hmm. Did you know she was nominated 4 years for Emmy for writing?
Nice.
Yeah, for Friends. All 4 Emmys were nominations for Friends.
Nice.
And she won in 2002 for season 8 of the series. So.
Nice.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
That'd be fun.
Yeah. So when was our original air date?
The original air date was December 17th, 1998. Mm-hmm. We're running out of 98s.
Oh, we're getting close.
That week at the box office, in the number 2 spot was The Prince of Egypt.
Okay.
Animated feature starring Val Kilmer as Moses and Rafe Fiennes as Ramses.
Okay.
That sounds fun. I believe we saw that.
I think we did.
But rounding out the cast was Michelle Pfeiffer, Sandra Bullock, Jeff Goldblum, Danny Glover, Patrick Stewart, Helen Mirren, Steve Martin, and Martin Short.
You're kidding!
Yeah.
I don't remember all that.
New to the number 1 spot was the Nora Ephron joint, You've Got Mail.
I remember that.
Starring Tom Hanks and Meg Ryan, it was loosely based on the 1940 flick The Shop Around the Corner, starring James Stewart and Margaret Sullivan. I prefer Joe versus Volcano.
Yeah. I didn't understand. The whole thing is that he's a big book conglomerate.
Right, he was Borders.
Yeah, and then she was a little bookshop, and he ran her out of business, and she still fell in love with him, and I just didn't get that.
They both like books, I guess. I don't remember it.
All right, are you ready for some trivia?
I am ready.
All right, this is the last episode with George Newbern playing Danny, no longer seen after this episode.
He was in Adventures in Babysitting.
Phoebe, when she was collecting donations, had several bucket signs.
Okay.
We are not a urinal. Happy holidays. I have no Macy's info. We are not a bank.
Okay.
Please don't invade my personal space. Respect the bell. No loud music.
No loud music. You're ringing a bell.
Right? That's
you have
loud.
no room to talk. And she should have shoved herself back into that corner.
Right. She was right in front of the doors. Yeah.
She was out in the middle of traffic.
The old woman who Phoebe chases away from the bucket is the same woman who plays the lurker in the one from Vegas Part 2. Yeah.
Doesn't look like the same lady. Did you check that fact?
I did not fact check it.
You did not fact check your facts?
It's a trivia.
It's a trivia.
Yeah, you fact check it, and if it's not true, you pull it out.
Oh, man, that's a lot of work for me. So I did the research, and according to IMDb, it's the same woman. But I took pictures of the lurker and the woman in this episode because I wasn't sure. And I'll make a meme and we can post them to the Facebook page and we can figure out what everybody thinks. I don't know if it's the same person or not. Old white ladies, I guess, look the same to me.
When Monica and Rachel are reading Joey's play at the end of the episode, on Monica's piece of paper, you can see one of Rachel's lines that says, "Tiffany, if you sat on my lap, I'd be able to fully appreciate how good you smell."
Wow.
That sounds like a movie. Think something Joey would write. And the one with the Yeti, Danny answers the door to his apartment several times, and there is a wall directly behind him.
Right.
However, in this episode, the door opens directly into the apartment. So he either did some renovations or
the apartment building is haunted.
That's the more likely story. All right, so what were your episode reactions?
Well, so I heard around the campfire, that means from Joe, that some folks get their knickers in a twist over this episode. I don't understand that. Why? Fireball, good. Handsome man, good. Implied incest, good.
Oh my God. No.
I said implied.
It's a funny episode. Disturbing, but funny. The cold open with the prank calling Chandler is one of our favorites. We say, "Hello, Mr. Bing," all the time. Phoebe's bucket storyline. I could have told you she would turn into Street Phoebe. I would not have hired her at all. Danny and his sister's relationship is funny, cringy, but still funny.
Yeah.
I think it's funny that Rachel's insisting on dating this guy and then he turns out to be super cringe.
Right. I think that's fun too. Yeah. And I think Phoebe, you would have fact checked her during her interview. You've been like, give me 15 of them.
Right. Let me hear 15. Are you ready to do some favorites?
I am ready. Joe, what's your favorite line?
I love when Joey goes, "They're brother and sister?" He's like, "Oh man, sorry, Rach. Like she was hitting on him or something, but nope. She was in his lap because she's a sister." Yeah.
Yeah, you got the best line. But I do like a few from this. I like "You're Gonna Need Stitches" ball. And a handsome man enters is always fun. But I went with Ross's, "I thought you wanted to be an actor, not creator of crazy lawsuit game."
Favorite moment. This is probably one of my favorite moments of the series. It's one of, not the most, but one of. Mm-hmm. When Monica ushers Chandler out of her room and out the apartment door after Rachel goes into her room, and then he runs back in and kisses her. It's so cute. I love it.
Yeah, I don't think she was expecting that either.
No.
So I went through a few favorite moments because you took that one. But I nearly picked the Gellar's wrestling, as it does illustrate that difference between wrestling and wrestling.
Right.
But I ended up on Danny and Krista's snack time on the couch. To quote Frank Jr., "So gross." But our friends there make it funny.
I know.
Their reactions are just hysterical.
Chandler's practically on the floor watching them do that.
Yeah.
Favorite outfit. There was lots of coats in this episode. Phoebe wore a coat a lot. Monica had a coat on. Rachel always had her coat on. But I went with Monica's patch-colored sweater and pants from the very beginning opening. So cute and cozy.
Yep.
I wasn't a fan of her shiny purple pants, and I'll probably catch flack from that.
Right.
I mean, I thought they looked like jammy pants, and if they were cute. But then she wore them to the coffee house, and I'm like, yeah, no. I don't like jammy pants outside the house. Sorry.
Yeah, you're a stickler.
I am.
No pajama pants outside the house.
Nope.
Even a pair of sweatpants, you're like, I don't know.
You do say, are these okay? I'm like,
Oh. Well, you took the cutest outfit and then you slammed on my pick that I got
was
to
your
have.
pick? Oh.
The purple pants and the
you
purple
can
sweater.
You can like them.
I'm gonna.
You're allowed.
I'm gonna. They do look like pajama pants, but I don't care.
I think she.
I'm not as much of a stickler.
I
as
think
you are.
she looks cute, but then when she wears them to the coffee house, I'm like, yeah, no, you can't wear those out. Those are jammy pants. All right, themes we explored in this episode. Theme 1, Street Phoebe and her holiday collection bucket.
Yep. Oh boy. Theme 2, Fireball.
I feel like when we first got married, if you'd have seen that, you probably would have played Fireball at our house, but now I would not let you.
Now you would not let.
No,
I guess somebody's playing Fireball tomorrow now. I had no inkling to do it until just now.
Oh my God, what are you, 12?
I'm going to wear pajama pants and play Fireball.
As long as you're in the house, I guess. Theme 3. A very inappropriate brother and sister relationship.
They have boundary issues.
Yeah, they crossed the line a few times.
And theme 4, Ross is on sabbatical, not unemployed.
That's right. I like how he kept correcting everybody. I like how he said to Joey, don't get all religious. Or Joey said, don't get all religious on me. All right, we're going to take a break before we break down the episode. We'll be right back.
Right back.
Fireball!
Hey kids, tired of watching your friends play Fireball on TV? Now get your very own Fireball kit so you can play at home.
Fireball!
Every kit comes with 10 tennis balls pre-soaked in Fireball brand kerosene, fire-resistant gloves, and 5 metallic-based goal buckets and flame-resistant scorecards. You also get your very own Fireball handheld propane torch.
Fireball!
We also include the Mom Relaxer, an unregulated fire suppression system that is shaped like a water gun and is refillable with water.
Fireball!
You can play Fireball anywhere, in your bedroom, in your car, in the woods.
Fireball!
Have some F-U-U-N fun. The extra U is for you.
Fireball!
Fireball is illegal in Europe and Canada and in 40 states. Floridians, buy Fireball now at Walmart.
Fireball!
All right, we are back. Are you back?
I'm back. I'm here. What's going on?
We're recording an episode.
I'm ready. It's your scene.
We begin the episode in the apartment abode of Chandler, Joey, and Ross. Ross is reorganizing the fridge as Joey, newly awakened from his slumber, shuffles from his room asking, "What are you doing?" And Ross explains his new org chart for the fridge. So this is what I did with the fridge. The bottom shelf is meats and dairy, and now Rostifer is pointing at the bottom shelf, which is empty.
Amazing.
Middle shelf, fruits and vegetables. Okay, on the middle shelf sits a lonely apple, not imbuing anyone with any sense of gravity. And the top shelf. Okay, so the top shelf has been shoved full of various beverages, cooking supplies, Jell-O, some Grey Poupon getting a free plug. And Ross classifies this section as expired products. After this little thing, Joey asks, why are you doing this? I don't understand any of what's happening. So Ross whines, because I'm bored. I'm out of my mind. Well, at least he admits it here. I've already been to the bank, the post office, and the dry cleaners. Aren't there dinosaur books to read?
Right, or write a paper. He's yelling at Joey to write something. You write something, Dr. Gellar.
Oh. So Adam is like, dude, you just described 7 days worth of stuff. You got to spread it out a little. Haven't you ever been unemployed?
Behind Ross, you can see the Magna Doodle. It's
Yeah.
just got one word on it. It says short.
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 Yeah,
That's
I don't
it.
know what that's about.
We're short. Someone
Yeah.
short.
And if you look, Chekhov's lighter fluid and charcoal briquettes are already on the fridge.
I did notice that.
So this is when the first time Ross is like, hey, I'm not unemployed. I'm on sabbatical. And Joey's like, hey, don't get religious on me, okay? Agreed. You can get religious near me, just don't get it on me. Joey talks as he starts a demonstration. Okay, a guy in your position needs to be a little bit better at relaxing, you know? Why do you think we have the comfortable chairs? Come here, sit down. Joey leads Ross to the bark lounger, and Ross sits down, and Joey asks, are you ready? And he raises the footrest up and kind of, ooh. And then they recline Ross's chair fully back, and was like, oh, yeah, oh. But Ross does not seem to take well to relaxing, like Joe before I got her all maladjusted. But Ross says, so we just sit? But no, Joey has something else in mind. He sits down and he presses the speed dial button on their antique phone. Joey tells Ross, shh, as the phone rings, and the person receiving the call answers, hello, Chandler Bing. And Joey, in a high falsetto voice, says, hello, Mr. Bing. I love you. And Chandler's voice immediately rises into panic on the other end of the line. He's like, all right, whoever this is, stop calling me. And Ross and Joey are holding in their laughter. He's like, it's been 6 months. It's not funny.
And then in a cut line, Joey adds, I can see you, Mr. Bing. You look sexy in your new suit.
And Chandler begs, leave me alone. For the love of God, just leave me alone. And Joey hangs up as he stretches back reclining while announcing, and that's Wednesday. Q, I'll be there for you.
That is a funny opening. We're in Central Perk with Chandler, Ross, Joey, Monica, and Rachel. Phoebe cheerfully comes in, ringing her bell.
Yes, a little too cheerfully.
Yeah, it's very like flamboyant, all the way up, all the way down. Like most people just like jingle it by their side.
Well, I think they have a little rubber ball in there so it doesn't make any noise. And then they add the bell later so she can be as loud.
Flamboyant as she wants.
Because not everybody in the coffee shop's going, what the hell are you doing?
It's so loud. She goes, hey, you guys, guess what? And Chandler quips, the British are coming. And Phoebe remarks, this was almost my contender. Oh, you and your ways. She shakes the bell at him and sits down. Since it's Christmas time, I'm going to be one of those people collecting donations. And everyone, aww.
Yeah, I didn't spy any regulars in the coffee house, but one fella is wearing a bowler hat.
Seriously?
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. So Phoebe excitedly says, yeah, I already have my bell, and later on I get my bucket. And I really like Chandler's little oh to her. Like he pats her on the back. She goes, yeah, I'm going to be out there spreading joy to people. I mean, last year I spread a little joy, but not really enough. So this year I'm going to do the whole city. And Rachel's face in this part is really funny. And Monica shares that she knew a girl in high school who did that. She was very popular. Chandler laughs.
And in a funny little cut bit after Monica's quip, Phoebe tells her, that's weird. You're starting to sound a lot like Chandler lately. And simultaneously, Chandler and Monica snap, that is so not true.
So that explains Joey's interjection, like he's worried about what she just said.
Yeah.
Because you think Joey would have liked that line, you know, what Monica said. And Ross looks confused as well.
Yeah.
So with the cut lines, it makes so much better sense on their face.
Yes,
it's much better segue, yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. Nice guess.
So, Phoebes, what are you doing? Your bell ringing. Phoebe goes, oh, they gave me a great spot right by Macy's. Yeah, they hardly ever give such a good spot to a rookie. But I'm the only one who can sing Merry Christmas in 25 languages. I lied.
Oh, really? You lied. We're all shocked and disappointed that you would do such a thing.
All right,
Phoebes.
let it go. Rachel sees Danny walk through the door. Oh my God, you guys, there's Danny. Just watch this.
No.
He walks past the couch to the counter. See? Still pretending he's not interested. Ooh, he's coming over. Just pretend we don't know him. Like we've forgotten who he is. Danny says, hey guys. And they all respond,
Danny.
hey Danny.
How are you?
Rachel is not happy. She pretends to be noticing him there for the first time. Oh, Danny, when did you get here? Monica continues, Danny, you know Rachel. She's nice. She's not bad to look at, right? Rachel goes, thanks, Mom. And Danny agrees, well, of course. Monica asks, do you want to go out on a date with her? Rachel admonishes, Monica! Danny, looking at Monica, says, absolutely. Is Friday okay? Monica claims, Friday's perfect. She can't wait. Danny, still to Monica, says, on the date, I will be able to talk to her directly. Turns to Rachel, see you Friday. And he leaves.
Yeah, you will, but you will regret it.
Rachel challenges somewhat angrily. Okay, what the hell was that? You know what? Don't answer me. Then she giggles. I have a date with Danny.
And then we end the scene with some more cut lines. Chandler checks his watch. All right, it's 4:30. I guess my lunch break's over. And he gets up and asks the fellas, what are you guys going to do?
And Ross tells him, well, I guess if you're going back to work, I'll probably just hang out, make some calls.
And Chandler says, cool.
Ross and Joey secretly laugh.
Yeah, and they do a little finger handshake. Next, we join Joey in Estelle's office.
And it's decorated, I'm putting quotation marks around decorated, for Christmas.
Yeah.
There are Santa lights around the door and a wooden Santa sign on the door handle that says, Christmas is homemade.
Yeah, and there's a filthy trash can that reads bottles and cans only.
That's right. You always put that out at Christmas time.
Joey questions his talent agent. How could I not get the part? The play was about a 20-year-old Italian actor from Queens. And Estelle squawks, well, Talia Shire suddenly became available. And Joey cries, she's a woman. And Estelle's like, what can I say? She nailed it. Disappointed, Joey huffs, is there anything else? And Estelle sighs, well, you're just going to say no again, but gay porn?
So I paused to peruse Estelle's desk,
Uh-huh.
which has a minimum of 4 cigarette holders,
Okay.
a clock,
Mhm.
a container of potato salad,
Ooh.
a half-eaten non-moist maker sandwich, tissues with lipstick littered all over,
Okay.
a bottle of Advil, 3 ashtrays, an apple core, a coffee mug with lipstick stains, a takeout container, 2 lighters, a strange Asian figure, which could also be another lighter, and her gold glittery cigarette holder.
And a partridge in a pear tree. Happy holidays from the Maladjusted Misfits.
All right, we're back in front of Macy's. Phoebe is collecting donations and ringing her bell.
Mm-hmm.
She's rejoicing. Happy holidays! Feliz Navidad! Hello! And Merry Christmas! A man puts some change in her bucket and she goes, oh, thank you, sir. Here's some joy. And she waves her hand up and down as if she's spreading joy.
You know, I just realized now, seeing you talk about it and realizing how happy she is at the beginning, that Phoebe is like Christmas. She's showing me through the years.
She starts off all good.
She starts
nice.
off super excited.
Yep.
And now she's like, fine, take the bucket. I don't care anymore.
So Monica enters walking in from off screen and they greet each other. And she says, I just wanted to see how it was going. Phoebe tells her, well, it's going okay. Monica takes out her wallet and says, well, good. Here, let me help you out, and puts some money in the bucket.
Yeah.
Phoebe thanks her and then says, is that a new suede jacket? It looks really expensive.
Yeah, this is why I hate the Bell people. Well, one of the many reasons. They're all judgy.
Monica hesitates. Yeah, I guess. She puts money in the bucket. More money in the bucket. Phoebe continues, just get your nails done. Monica, defeated, says, yes, Phoebe, but this is all I have, okay? And she pours out the rest of her change purse into the bucket.
Now I have to cancel my massage later. Sorry, Phoebe. Bye.
Phoebe beams. Okay, thanks. Happy holidays. Here's your joy. She waves her arms, spreading her joy.
Yep.
Her joy spreading is it's not as catchy as the Gellar double bump or the quiet down motion.
Right.
What do you call them? The other quiet down motion? You called it something else.
The Gellar hush.
Okay, the Gellar hush. Sorry. I'm old. I don't remember all this shit.
Sure, podcast.
New things push old things out of my brain. A man walks up and puts a $1 bill in, and Phoebe says, thank you, happy holidays. And the man starts to make some change. Phoebe scolds him, wait, you can't take money out. And the man says, I'm making change. I need change for the bus. Phoebe asks, but can't you leave the $1? This money is for the poor. The man protests, I'm poor. I got to take the bus.
You know, that's fair. I thought this guy looked like a pirate. Mm-hmm. And I looked, he's in all the Pirate of the Caribbean movies.
Oh, you're kidding. No way.
He is the little bald guy with the long hair.
Gosh, that hangs out with the guy with the eyeball. Oh my gosh, that is too funny. So Phoebe tries to hold it together. Okay, season's greeting and everything, but still, the man lashes out, bite me, Blondie, and storms off. And Phoebe mutters, oh, I'm going to give him something else besides joy. And she screws up her face and scowls at him.
Yeah.
And I like how Monica kind of backs up to avoid the anti-joy.
Yeah, well, we know from last week that her notes are bad, so her thoughts have got to be worse, right? All right, now we return to Chandler, Joey, and Ross's apartment, already in progress. Joey has been around Ross too much because he is whining. That part was perfect for me. I can't believe I didn't get it.
No, he just has someone to whine to, because normally he comes home and the house is empty.
Oh, okay. Tomato. Ross offers some condolences before he has an idea. You know what you should do? You should make something happen for yourself, like writing a play. Write a movie. I mean, what about those Goodwill Hunting guys? As he passes Joey a brewski. And of course, Ross is making reference because famously, Robin Williams and Stellan Skarsgård wrote Goodwill Hunting to showcase their acting range.
No, they did not. That was Ben Affleck and Matt Damon wrote Goodwill Hunting.
But Joey protests, come on, Ross, be realistic. If I did write something, what are the chances I could get those guys to star in it? And Ross holds a stare on Joey, holds it. Joey finally perks up. Wait a second, I could star in it. And Ross says, or that. But Joey gives up quicker than Gen Z learning to drive. He says, I can't write. I'm an actor. And in a cut bit, Joey goes, I could act like a writer. Here. And he grabs a notepad and a pencil, and he pretends to be a writer who just got an idea. And he's like, ooh. And then he scribbles. And then he goes, but see? And then he holds up the notepad, and it's just scribbles. He's like, nada. Back to the uncut dialogue, Joey continues, I don't have the discipline it takes, I can't do it. And Ross goes, I'll help you. Yeah, we'll make a schedule, and I'll make sure you stick to it, and plus they'll give me something to do. And Joey's like, really? You do that for me? And Ross is like, yeah. And Ross grabs that notepad, and he sits down. All right, we'll start off slow. The only thing you have to do tonight is come up with the name of your main character.
Done.
And it can't be Joey.
It's not.
Or Joseph.
Oh.
Yeah. I had to break the boy kid of naming all his characters his own name.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a story, not a dream.
Right. I never would want to name the character after me.
Yeah.
So we're at Monica and Rachel's. Rachel's returning. Monica enters from her room wearing nothing but a robe. Mm-hmm. They were getting it on in there. And Monica asks, hey, what's up? And Rachel pouts, I just saw Danny getting on the subway with a girl and he had his arm around her. Monica sympathizes. Oh, honey, I'm sorry. Rachel bemoans, well, you should be. This is all your fault. You meddled in our relationship. Monica shouts, you had no relationship. Rachel whines, no, but I was doing my thing and everything was going according to plan.
Oh, geez, her and that plan. Who is that guy that laughs at people that make plans?
God?
No. Maybe it was Obi-Wan.
Anyway, Monica continues to shout, "Oh, God, stop with the plan. So what? So what? You saw him with the girl. Who cares? That doesn't mean anything. Now, look, you're going to go out on the date with Danny, and you're going to be so charming, he's going to forget all about that stupid Subway girl." Rachel agrees. She was kind of stupid. You're right. All right. I'm just going to go out on the date. I'm going to go on the date. That is the new plan. Rachel goes in her room and closes the door, which allows Monica to let Chandler out of her room. And she says, "Come on, hurry." Chandler runs out the door, closes it behind him, but after a short pause, the door opens and Chandler comes rushing back through, grabs Monica, kisses her goodbye, and heads back out. Yep. Super cute. I love it.
So we return to the apartment of the Three Musketeers. Joey is trying to write his movie. Chandler is trying to flip a ping pong ball with a spoon into a bowl. That is what life was like before cell phones, kids. Yeah. It was this and running down the road with a hoop and stick.
Oh my God.
Joey asks the Chan man, "Hey, how do you spell suspicious?" And Chandler asks back, "Why?" And Joey proclaims, "Because I think this character is going to be suspicious about stuff."
So on the Magnadoodle behind Chandler, there are 2 stick figures holding presents and a Christmas tree. And Joey's bed is made behind him. Do you think Ross made him make his bed as part of the lack of his job and his new dictatorship?
Jawohl. Chandler in his suit vest finally make a ping pong go in the bowl, and he's like, "Yes! Chandler being 7, Chandler being 0. And Joey barks, "You're driving me crazy with that." And Chandler, he tries to be obliging. He's like, "Okay, I'll stop." And Joey explains, "Don't stop. Move the ball further away. Ross could make that shot." So Chandler Bing slides the ball further away and tries again. And he hits the spoon way too hard. And the ball launches to the ceiling and bounces away out of sight. Joey comments, "Well, you suck, but at least you suck at a man's game now." So Chandler beckons Joey to play, but Joey notifies him, "Chandler, I can't be playing games. Ross is going to be home soon, and I have to write 5 whole pages if I'm going to stick to a schedule." And Chandler tries to compromise. "Well, so play for the next 30 minutes and write until he gets home."
That's Adam math.
Hey, the podcast gets out on time.
It does.
Most of the time.
Oh, it does.
Joey jumps at that. "All right, but listen, what do you say we crank it up a notch?" Chandler is intrigued. Joey conveys that all they need is a little lighter fluid. And Chandler warns, "Okay, but be careful, because I want to get our security deposit back." And Joey informs him, "I think we said goodbye to that when we invented hammer darts." And Chandler laughs. "Oh yeah, do you remember which part of the wall's not spackle?" And Joey goes, "Yeah, right here," as he pushes his fist through a section of the wall next to the door, hereby rendering the entire wall spackle now. Were hammer darts before or after Monica did the season 4 makeover?
So there was a piece of trivia that said, remember when Rachel rips the paper off and she goes, "I know there's not a hole there. I just really like that picture."
Oh, yeah.
That's the spot.
That's the spot. So even managed to get through Monica.
Yeah.
That's funny. Well done.
All right, we're back in front of Macy's. Phoebe is still ringing her bell, and the way she is ringing is scary. It's so high and threatening.
All bell ringing is too high and threatening, I think. I'm not a fan. It's one of those things that, like, reminds you of olden times. Like, why are we still doing this? It's like if we had parades nowadays or something.
There's still parades.
People go to parades still?
Yeah. Just because you don't go doesn't mean there are parades.
Wow.
A guy walks by and puts some change in the bucket, and Phoebe thanks him and says, "Happy holidays." Another woman walks up and throws something into the bucket, and Phoebe points out, "No, that's trash, young lady. You can't." She ignores her and walks off, and Phoebe shouts, "Hey, stop that young lady. She donated trash." I like how she calls her young lady.
Yeah.
Another guy walks by and throws his lit cigarette butt in the bucket. Phoebe shouts, "Hey!" The bucket starts smoking, and she says, "The charity's on fire. Help." Another guy walks by carrying a cup, which Phoebe grabs. She goes, "Oh, good. Thank you. I need that. And she throws it onto the smoldering fire, and suddenly the bucket erupts in flames.
Oh.
Whoa, what is that? She sniffs the cup and shouts, "It's 9:00 in the morning."
And that guy's like, I didn't know you were going to be throwing my drink on a fire. Free country, my ass. All right, then we return to Huey, Dewey, and Louie's place. Ross is reading what Joey wrote, and I'm not sure that as a paleontologist, Ross is qualified editor. But he settles in to read right next to the 25-point fireball pot, and Ross reads, "A room. A man enters. He looks suspicious." Ross flips the page, but that's it. So he asks, "That's it?"
So he didn't stop playing fireball after 30 minutes.
Yeah. Joey shrugged, and I noticed now that how black LeBlanc's hair is. He must have started dyeing it at this point.
Yeah, they said that, like, really early on, he started to get in gray around his temples, and so he had to dye it from then on the entire rest of the series. So yeah. But
Ross starts yelling at Joey like they're dating. "Joey, you're supposed to have 5 pages done by now, including an inciting incident." And then flipping through the pad, Ross finds something else. What is all of this? The official rule book to Fireball? And Joey admits, yeah, that's the game we're playing. And Chandler just suddenly wanders in from his bedroom carrying a fire extinguisher and wearing oven mitts. I think his vest and tie already got burnt. And he's touting, "Oh yeah, it's great. You see, you take a tennis ball, a bowl, and some lighter fluid, and you go up, up, up." And Chandler stops talking as he sprays the fire extinguisher into his room. Ross asks Joey, "This is helping your career, huh? I thought you wanted to be an actor, not the creator of Crazy Lawsuit Game." Which it would be a crazy lawsuit game.
It would.
Joey confesses, "You're right, I'll get back to work." And then Ross yells at Chandler, "Shame on you. You should know better. Joey needs to work." Chandler's like, "I fucking went to work."
I come home, I want to relax. I'm play with Joey.
Joey says, "Hey," and he starts to grab their last fireball to toss it in a bowl near Chandler, but Ross grabs the ball away from him and tells him, "Oh, no, you can have this back when your 5 pages are done." But then the smoldering fireball starts to burn, and he throws it down with a "ah!" And then Chandler displays his oven mitts with burn spots to Ross. He's like,
Wait,
see why I have the oven mitts on?
Yeah. All right, we're outside Danny's apartment. Danny and Rachel are returning from their date. Danny tells Rachel, "I had a really nice time tonight." Rachel flirts, "So did I. I'm really glad Monica asked us out." And then he kisses her. Danny says, "I'd love to ask you in, but my sister's visiting, and I think she's asleep on the couch." Rachel questions, "Your sister? Oh, your sister's asleep on the couch." And Danny nods yes, and Rachel continues, "Oh, I saw her with you on the subway, and now she's asleep on your couch."
Right.
And she play punches him, and he's like, "I don't know what you're doing."
I can imagine how he had his arm around her on the subway, too.
Yeah, it's
for
true.
her to think
that it was his girlfriend,
Yeah.
not his sister. So Danny's sister opens the door and says, "Oh, I thought I heard you." And Danny smiles. "Oh, hey, great, you're up. Rachel, this is my sister, Krista. Krista, this is Rachel. And if it wasn't his sister, she's a really cute lady.
Yeah.
She's got cute hair, and she's like, seems like a very nice person, but she's way too close to her brother."
Yeah.
So Rachel says hi, and Krista says, "Nice to meet you. I wish you told me you were having company. I'd have fixed myself up." And Danny teases, "Like it would help." Krista teases back, "Oh, you are so bad," and hits him softly. Then they proceed with taking turns saying "you are" as they hit each other. Krista hits him hard one last time, and Danny says, "You are so dead. I'm gonna get you." And he starts chasing her around Rachel a couple of times before she runs into the living room, and he tackles her on the couch and starts tickling her.
Yeah. This was over the line for me.
Mhm.
They have one stocking on the wall with both their names on
You're
it.
fucking kidding
Danny
me.
and Krista.
No way.
Super gross.
Oh my God.
Plus, Joe won't let me tickle her, so this scene is triggering for me.
I don't like being tickled.
I know.
Who does? Name somebody who enjoys being
Krista
tickled.
seems to enjoy getting tickled.
Yeah, she enjoys it for other reasons. So Rachel's unsure what to do and says, "It was very nice meeting you," while they continue to ignore her.
Back at Monica and Rachel's place, Phoebe's bitching to the Gellers about that fucking bucket again. Nobody respects the bucket. You wouldn't believe what people put in here. Okay, look, does this look like a garbage can to you? And Phoebe kind of hands the pail to Harmonica, who answers no. And Phoebe questions, does it look like an ashtray? And Monica repeats, no. And Phoebe then disputes, does it look like a urinal? And Monica's like, ew. And then she gently sets the bucket on her kitchen table.
Right, you think she would have tossed it.
Yeah. Now Ross chimes in. So Phoebe, are you going to go back out there or what? Phoebe explains, well, yeah, I'm not going to take any more crap, okay? No more Mrs. Nice Bucket. It's Mrs. Hard Ass from now on. Monica encourages, good for you. You know, you're tough. You lived on the streets. And Phoebe's like, yeah, I'm going to go back to being street Phoebe. Yeah, but you know what? I can't totally go back to being street Phoebe because she wouldn't really be friends with you guys. Sorry. Yeah, science boy. The street thug with the holiday bucket leaves. And Rachel comes in from her bedroom. Can I ask you guys something? And the brother-sister team were like, sure thing, Rachel Green. And Rachel explains, I don't have any brothers, so I don't know, but did you guys wrestle? And Ross smiles, oh, yeah. And Monica agrees all the time. In fact, I was undefeated. And Ross defends, you weighed 200 pounds. And all smiles, Monica rejoinders, still, I was quick as a cat. And Rachel continues, well, I met Danny's sister yesterday. It was actually the girl from the subway. But they were very wrestly. And she knows that it's over the line.
Right.
But she's just hoping that it's not.
Right.
And she's like, but I guess that's normal? And the Gellers laugh, and Monica explains to Green, we don't wrestle now. And Ross adds smugly, yeah, not since I got too strong for you.
Too strong for me? Science boy.
I would destroy you.
You want to go right now? Because I'll take you right now, buddy. You want to go?
Oh, fine. The Gellers are now on their feet. Monica says ready, and the pair press their noggins together, and they grab one another by the neck in what I can only assume is our wrestling starting position. You'll have to forgive me, my wrestling knowledge comes from this episode and the movie The Breakfast Club.
You wear tights?
I wear the required uniform. That there is the extent of my knowledge on the matter.
Tights.
Yeah. Monica snaps, wrestle! And they do. They start wrestling, and it looks very different from the Danny/Krista variety of wrestling. And Rachel watches them and it's like, okay, you know what? This is actually great. That helps a lot. Thanks. And then she leaves to let them wrestle. I really like the differences between those two wrestlings.
Right.
It illustrates it all perfectly.
Like, people say stuff all the time, like Monica sitting on the arm of the chair when Ross is there. Like,
Right.
that stuff doesn't bother me.
No.
Even if she sat on his lap, like they were talking and all in a group and she was sitting on the couch on his lap, it's the way they touch each other that Danny and Krista gross us out.
Right. Exactamundo.
All right, we're over at Chandler, Joey, and Ross's.
Mm-hmm.
Ross is cleaning the foosball table with polish.
Yeah.
Joey is working.
He is super bored, I guess.
Yeah, he's working on a script. He could come over and clean our house.
30 years ago.
Yeah, 30 years ago. Chandler enters from his bedroom excitedly. Guys, come on, let's go. The puck drops in 20 minutes. Come on, Joe. Ross says, Joey's not going. Joey turns and tells Chandler, I didn't finish my 5 pages. Chandler asks, well, you can't do them tomorrow? And Ross scolds, no, because tomorrow he's redoing yesterday's pages. Joey again turns to tell Chandler, yesterday's pages did not reflect my best work.
I always think that.
Chandler protests, why don't you cut him a little slack, okay? Maybe if he relaxes a little bit, he'll get some work done. Ross lectures, I think he's been relaxing enough thanks to you and Fireball.
And behind Ross, there's another Magnadoodle drawing of a desert island with a palm tree and a happy little sun in the corner.
Aw. 3 Magnadoodles.
Yeah.
No fucking sweater vests.
God damn it. Why do you have to remind me?
So Joey points out, dude, if you think Fireball's relaxing, you obviously have never played. And Chandler continues, the only reason you're doing this to Joey is because you're bored, okay? It's not his fault that you're unemployed. Second time, Ross shouts, I'm not unemployed. I'm on sabbatical. Joey sues, come on, guys, don't fight. Ross bemoans. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm Joey's friend. And if you were a good friend, you'd be doing the same thing. Chandler huffs. Oh, so being a good friend means acting like a total jerk? I do like this line.
Yeah.
Ross sarcastically quips, if it does, then you're an amazing friend of mine.
Snap.
Joey tries to calm them. Hey, guys. Hey, how about we settle this over a friendly game of fireball? I'll go unhook the smoke detectors. Ross goes a step too far. How about we settle this right now? He rips up the tickets.
Oh.
There. Now no one's going to the game. Ha ha ha.
He's a mean one, Mr. Gellar.
Chandler shouts, I paid for those tickets. Ross points out, no, you didn't. You said you would, but you never did. Chandler tots, oh, yeah.
So here we are at Central Perk. Chandler, Joey, and Monica and Rachel are listening raptly to a story told by Danny and his sister. Danny is sitting on the sofa in the middle of Rachel in red and Krista in blue. And Danny spouts, so we finally get to the top of the mountain, and Airhead here, Krista, forgets the camera. And Joey worms his way into the conversation with, the same thing happened to me one time. And Chandler questions, when did that happen to you? And Joey enlightens his bud. Don't you remember when we were jogging in the park and we saw that real pretty bird? And I wanted to take a picture of it, but I didn't have my camera. And Chandler starts to play fact checker here by saying, first off, chasing the churro guy isn't jogging. But Krista interrupts, telling Danny, who has his arm around Rachel at this point, oh, this is so good you have to try it. So let's see here. Krista scoops out some of the donut filling with her finger and holds it out for Danny to try. So then, okay, here's the thing.
What's the thing?
Well, Danny could just lick a taste, right? You might get away with that.
Yeah.
But nah, Danny engulfs her fingers into his gob and sucks them digits clean.
And not just one finger, but two fingers.
Yes. And our friends are exchanging funny glances like, that's a little much. Then the girl gets her bro a second helping on her fingers. Chandler is leaning in closer to get a glimpse of this children outside of the attic thing going on. And Chris is jamming the whole donut into Danny's face at this point, and then they spill some. And Danny boy says, oh, damn, I got on my pants. Yep, full-on crotch drop, but Krista, always ready to help her brother, tells him, here, I'll get it. She grabs a napkin and proceeds to wipe his crotch. She wipes, and she dabs, and she licks the napkin and goes back to wiping more. She's leaning over his crotch, and our friends are super shocked. In fact, Chandler is nearly out of his seat at this point.
Right.
Monica is smiling uncomfortably at the whole thing, and Rachel's looking around at everything but what is happening next to her. Krista furthers the assist with the suggestion, we better take these pants off upstairs or that stain's gonna set.
Oh my God.
And Danny agrees with a yep before telling Rachel, I want to wear these on our date tonight.
I love that line.
And Rachel answers automatically with a thumbs up. Oh, great. Chandler tells the pair, okay, bye, before he OMGs to the gang. And Monica exclaims, that was unbelievable. And Rachel's like, okay, see, I told you. And Joey's like, poor Joey. He had no idea.
Right.
He thought Danny was just flirting with this other girl. So he's like, wow, Rach, sorry. And Chandler, still shocked, goes, I can't believe they're brother and sister. And Joey spits out, they're brother and sister?
Incredible.
Oh, then we have a couple cut lines to end the scene. Chandler tells Rachel, so I guess you're going to have to cancel your date.
And Monica adds, and call their mother. Although I'm not certain getting more family members involved is the way to go.
Their mom probably already knows. All right, we're back in front of Macy's. Did you give me all the Phoebe bell ringing things on purpose?
Please, that's just the way the mocklet crumbled. Do you want me to do it for you?
No.
I can do it for you.
I'm not crying. I'm okay. Anyway, Phoebe has adorned her bucket with the numerous signs I mentioned earlier. She also has a scowl on her face as she paces around her bucket, wildly ringing her bell. And the little old lady walks up to make a donation, but Phoebe stops her. Phoebe shouts, "Oh, whoa, 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 wait a minute. Open your hand. Let me look." The lady opens her hand and Phoebe scoffs. Quarter, dime, lint. Not interested in that. She throws the lint away. But did you notice when we watched it that the lint actually stuck to her mitten?
Yeah.
What's this? A Canadian coin? Get out of here. Another man walks up with a drink in his hand and Phoebe stops him. Phoebe's still shouting, "Whoa, whoa, whoa. No drinks near the bucket. Set it down over there and then you can come make your contribution." The guy starts to walk away with a hurt look on his face, and she goes, "And you can leave the hurt bunny look over there, too." The head of the bucket brigade and coworker walk up. Phoebe greets him. "Hi, Bob."
Yeah, I like that she's just,
Instantly. Hi. The same old lady from before walks by, and Phoebe says, "I thought I told you to get out of here." Bob timidly says, "Phoebe, we've been getting complaints, and we're going to move you to a less high-profile spot." Phoebe asks, "What?" Bob still feebly says, "Ginger's gonna take over this corner." Phoebe snickers, "That chick can't handle my corner." And I love this actress's face. She's like full on acting. I have no lines, but I am gonna steal this scene.
I'm not allowed to talk.
Bob then in his toughest voice says, "Look, either you leave or we remove you." And Phoebe snaps, "Fine." She hands her bell to Ginger and starts to take down her signs. The same old lady walks by again. Is she lost?
I think she scared her away.
In the wrong direction,
so she had to go back.
All right, I'll give you one pointer. Look out for that bitch. Then she gives the old lady a stare down and kind of like body checks her.
You want to try something? Try something. All right, now we're at Danny's apartment, and there's a knock at the door, so he answers it. And Danny, upon seeing Rachel, is like, "Oh, hey, Rach, I thought we said 7. And Rachel goes, "I know I made a big deal out of this with all the balls in the air and the plans, but you know what? Let's skip it." And Danny's shocked. "What? Why?" And Rachel expresses gently, "You and your sister have a very special bond." And Danny moans, "Oh, great, that special bond again. Why do women have such a problem with the fact that I my sister?
Oh, no, you cannot say that.
That I'm close with my sister." And Rachel starts, "If you were close, that'd be great. But the two of you," but Danny interrupts as he draws her further into the apartment. "Do you have any brothers?" And Rachel's like, "No, I have 2 sisters. But one of them has a very masculine energy." Amy, right?
Right, Amy.
Amy is the no falafel one, right?
Right.
And Daniel queries, "Are you close to them?" And Rachel's like, "Sure, we get together once a month and..." "Just kidding," she goes. "No, they're not very nice people." Which I think is amazing to say about your own sisters.
Yeah, they're not nice people.
Danny sits down and Rachel sits on the sofa and he begs, "Okay, listen, I really like you, okay? I think this can go somewhere. So what if I'm close to my family? Are you really going to let that stand in the way of us?"
He says family, meaning he might be close to somebody else, too.
Right.
It's not just Krista. There's more.
Right. I have 4 sisters.
You just met the one.
But Rachel starts to doubt herself. She's like, "Well, I don't know. When you put it that way, it does sound sort of..." But then Krista beckons from the bathroom door while clad in a robe. "Danny, hurry up. The bath is getting cold." "Whose bath? What? Never mind. I don't want to know." But Danny sees the expression on Rachel's mug and offers, "What?" Rachel sputters, "Yeah, okay, no. So I'll see you later." And she runs out like it's her wedding day.
Oh my God. I can't believe he almost talked her into staying. We're back at Chandler, Joey, and Ross's. Chandler enters and says, "Oh, hey, there's some kids playing in the street. You want to go down there and give them a project? Ruin their day?" Ross mocks, "Hey, if they have a ball, maybe you can stick some razor blades in it and teach them a new game. Gonna need Stitch's ball." Joey enters with his backpack and says, "Hey, guys, I was at the library all morning and I finished my 5 pages for today." Ross praises Joey with a yay.
And they're not his best work either.
No. Chandler sarcastically goes, great, now we can go to the Ranger game. Last night. Joey points out, no, dude, Ross tore up the tickets.
Damn it, Joey.
Ross brags, I guess when you don't have so many distractions, it's easier for you to focus, huh? Chandler snarks, yeah. Or also, when you don't have somebody breathing down your neck all the live long day. Joey says, yeah, well, that's fine. But the important thing is that I finished. And I think it's really good. But you know what? It'd really help me if I could hear it. So would you guys read it for me? Chandler and Ross agree and take a copy of the pages. Joey sets the scene. Okay, it's a typical New York City apartment, 2 guys hanging out. Ross starts reading from the script. Hey, man. Chandler, without inflection, goes, what is up? Ross continues. About yesterday, I was really wrong. I am sorry. Chandler says, no, it was me. I'm sorry. I overreacted.
He's like a little boy doing his homework with his parents are fighting.
Right. Ross says, maybe it was both of us, but we had our best friend's interest. He pauses and looks at Joey. But we had our best friend's interest at heart. Chandler quips, could I be more sorry? He looks at Joey. Ross, I don't know. I'm one sorry paleontologist. He stops reading. All right, Joe, we get it. Turns to Chandler and says, I'm sorry. Chandler goes, I'm sorry too. Joey excitedly says, oh, no. Keep reading. The good part's coming up. Keep going. Ross reads from the script. I am sorry, Chandler. Chandler says, I am sorry, Ross. And Joey announces, a handsome man enters. Joey plays the part of the handsome man. He's called that because Ross said he couldn't name the character Joey or Joseph.
Right. Well, he's handsome. I know that much.
So Joey continues, hey, how's it going, guys? I don't know what you were talking about, but I'd like to say thanks to both of you. To Ross, you wouldn't let me give up on myself. And to Chandler, well, you co-created Fireball. The end. Chandler questions, this took you all day? Joey scoffs, no, this only took 5 minutes. I spent the rest of the day coming up with the new ultimate Fireball. And he takes a bowling ball and a propane torch out.
They both back away fast.
They did.
Kids, now get ultimate Fireball. More heat, more fire, bigger balls.
All right, so now we're at the tag. We end up Monica and Rachel's. Monica and Rachel are about to read Joey's next play or a different scene. I don't know. But Joey reads the stage directions. Okay, it's a typical New York City apartment. 2 girls are just hanging out. And the gals are now reading from the script. Monica starts, hi, how are you doing, Kelly?
I'm doing just fine. God, Tiffany, you smell so great.
It's my new perfume. Why don't you come closer where you can really appreciate it? And then the gals start to read ahead, and their reactions are,
Oh, you know, Joey, you are sick.
this is disgusting.
I'm not reading this.
But Joey pleads, wait, the handsome man was about to enter. And that's the end of the episode.
That's the end.
Cut and print.
We're going to take another short break. We'll be right back.
Okay, thanks. Happy holidays. Here's your joy. Thank you. Happy holidays. Wait, you can't take money out.
I'm making change. I need change for the bus.
But can't you leave that dollar? This money's for the poor.
I'm poor. I gotta take the bus.
Okay, season green, mother. What do you have to say now, huh? Better wake up, D-bag. You're missing your bus.
I have some coins for the children.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Open up your hand. Let me take a look. Quarter, dime, lint. Not interested in that. And what's this? A Canadian coin? Get out of here.
In all my years.
Whoa. No drinks near the bucket. Set it down over there. Then you can make a contribution.
I just wanted to.
And you can leave the hurt bunny look over there too, officer. Oh, hi, Bob.
The weird lady has me all flustered.
I thought I told you to get out of here.
Phoebe, we've been getting some complaints, and we're gonna have to move you to a less high-profile spot.
What?
Ginger here is gonna take over this corner.
That chick can handle my corner.
Did you bring me my sandwich or what, Bob?
Oh, shoot. That was yours? I couldn't remember, and it smelled so good.
You ate my sandwich?
Phoebe, what are you doing? Phoebe! No!
And now we're back.
And now we're back. Oh, what did you learn from this episode?
Oh, geez, Joe. I don't know. What did you learn?
I appreciate how they show the friends getting on each other's nerves. I think it's realistic.
Yeah.
It's fun. And Joey is not a writer.
No.
We hear this writing again later on in the series. He's just not a writer. And Phoebe should not be involved with charity collections.
No.
No. I would not have hired her. What did you learn?
I think we all learned a little something today about Fireball.
Yeah.
And that Danny is a and his sister is too.
What are your final thoughts?
Well, remember the whole Apollo thing?
Mm-hmm.
When that ended, I wondered how long he lived in the building after that and how awkward it would be to see him all the time.
Yeah.
Same thing for Danny. They just occasionally run into these people. That's got to be fun.
Yeah, awkward. I wonder how many people watch the Inappropriate Sister episode and think, what are they talking about? I was going to look it up, but I felt it would go sideways real fast.
Yeah. Some people are like, that's fine.
All right, what's our sweater vest tracker?
All right, well, the prayer count was 2.
Mm-hmm.
The episode total was Sweet Fanny Adams, which came up as a synonym for 0.
Oh, I had no idea.
Yeah, I don't even know what it means. So then I looked up what a synonym for synonym was, and our power went out for 2 hours. So the overall count, 2.
And we had so much stuff on the Magna Doodle this week.
Yeah.
First one said short.
Yep.
That was it. The second one was an Xmas tree with 2 stick figures and some presents.
Yep.
And the third one was a cute little desert island with a happy little sun.
Yep. Somebody missed the sunshine.
Yep. All right. What's our rating for this episode?
Well, the rating on IMDb is 8 out of 10 stars with 5,300 ratings.
All right.
So a little dip from the last couple weeks.
It's not a favorite episode.
Right? And the fact that it's the one with the inappropriate sister, I think makes everybody go, oh, that one.
Yeah.
That's fun.
So I did post a question that was like, what do you think about the inappropriate sister?
Okay.
Right? And so no one really wrote a review, but I got tons of comments. So I thought
Okay.
I'd read some of the comments.
Okay, fun.
So Jake W says, to be honest, they were way too close. LMAO.
Yep. Agreed.
Nambuso M said, well, she was appropriate. And I don't know what that means.
Okay.
Okay. Melanie M says, gross, gross, gross.
Gross, gross, gross.
Tina P says, absolutely disgusting.
Abso-smurfly, yes.
And Christine C says, one of the episodes I always skip.
Ooh.
Yeah, she skips it. And then Kathleen DM says, me too. It gives me the ick.
But it has your sweetest moment from
I know,
almost the
I
whole
love
series
that
in it.
one.
You can
I
never
love
skip
it.
that.
Ashley N says, they're brother and sister? Which I said was my favorite line.
Yeah.
Lindsay H said, so effing weird.
Mm-hmm.
Wendy V.A. said, too weird.
Right.
And then Laura H. says, can't stand that episode. That one and the one with the cousin with Denise Richards.
Oh, they don't like the hanky-panky
the
family stuff.
inappropriate, yeah. And then Darian M. says, there's being close with your brother or sister, and then there is too close.
Too close.
This was too close. Brothers and sisters don't bathe together or clean each other's parts.
Yeah.
I think she was talking about the pants scene.
I don't know what was going to happen in the bath. Like I said, I kind of don't want to know, but
Whatever it was, I've never had my brother in the bathroom with me ever at the same
maybe
time.
she was going to steam his pants to get the thing out. I don't know.
But the bath was getting cold. So thanks to everybody who replied. That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun.
That was fun.
To hear all the ick results. So what's next week's episode?
The one with all the resolutions.
Oh, tell us the synopsis.
The gang make their New Year's resolutions. Chandler struggles like Adam, trying not to make fun of his friends. Rachel takes up gossiping so she can give that up. Phoebe teaches Joey not to play guitar. And Ross wears leather pants on a date.
Oh my God, this is so funny. And that guy thought this was the, last week's episode, where it started going downhill. The leather pants are fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
they're not coming on, man. All right, are you ready for some maladjusted content?
I am ready.
We watched a lot of stuff this week.
Yeah.
We did take the girl kid on Sunday morning to see The Running Man.
Yeah.
The new one.
Yes.
Edgar Wright directed it. We tried to watch a couple movies with that main guy in it. What's his name?
Glenn Powell.
But we didn't really none of them. Twister, the new Twister was one of
Yeah.
them. We just didn't really get into it. But he was really good. It was good. It was a action-y popcorn movie.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, I was hoping it's going to be a little more Edgar Wright, feel a little more like Shaun of the Dead or something like that. Be a little more, he's very good at designing intricate scenes like Baby Driver and stuff like that. And maybe it's because it was a big studio movie.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. But it wasn't bad. I thought it was good.
It wasn't bad.
No.
It was just not, I was expecting it to have an extra specialness.
Yes, the Edgar Wright specialness. And then Adam talked me into watching Smile 2. Not called Still Smiling, is it?
No.
It was bad. It was not bad. It was fine. It's just, it's very scary.
It scared you.
Yes. I don't like the scary movies. I don't like them.
the scary movie. I like the ending of that one. I think it's
that
fun.
was really good. And then we watched Death of a Unicorn, which was really good. It has Paul Rudd in it.
Yeah.
And Jenna Ortega and
Richard E. Grant, Tia Leone, Will Poulter.
That's right. But it was really good.
Yeah.
It was good. Again, it's not some disbelief, it's magical movie.
Right. When the unicorn is in the name,
right.
you gotta expect it's gonna be a little weird.
Right. It was a little weird. It
Yeah.
was fun though.
It was fun.
And we had a good time watching that. And then we like to watch Mystery Science Theater 3000, where they make fun of the movies. And I think we've talked about it before on the podcast.
Yeah, this was Riff Tracks.
Riff Tracks, okay.
Which is,
it's kind of those same guys.
Same
right?
guys from
But
before.
we watched Blood Harvest.
Yeah.
And that was weird. That was so weird.
Tiny Tim was
Tiny Tim was in
there.
it. Oh my God.
That was another weird brother-sister relationship. Were they brother?
They were brother and brother.
And brother.
Yes, it was weird, but it was his girlfriend.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
For a while, we didn't know who was related to who.
Right.
It was confusing.
And Tiny Tim was dressed like a clown, and I'd never seen Tiny Tim before. He's not tiny.
Tiny Tim is the guy that's tiptoes through the tulips.
Yeah, he's not tiny.
No.
And he talked in that high-pitched voice the whole time.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. Anything else you think we did or watched or?
Not that I can remember.
But I am going to announce that this weekend they're having a special in the city at this little coffee shop by us.
Okay.
That you can get a friend's tattoo.
Oh.
It's a friend-themed tattoo, like tiny tattoos. It's
Do you
called.
know what tattoo you're going to get?
I do know what tattoo I'm going to get, but I'm going to save it and then I'll post it on social.
Okay.
But we're going to go and I'm going to get a tiny friend's tattoo. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
I wasn't sure the options, so.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Plus, I figure now, who cares?
Yeah.
I'm a 50, so.
I'm a 50.
I'm a 53.
I'm a 50s.
All right. Let's wrap this up. We're so glad you stumbled across our podcast. If you're enjoying it, please share it with other friends, fans.
Or maybe rate it or leave a review.
And if you want to contribute your thoughts or reactions to the podcast, send us your musings and we'll share them on that episode. You can also write just to say hey.
Yeah, we'd like to hear from even more of you misfits out there.
Yeah, check the show notes for details. You know how to get a hold of us.
Yeah, thanks for everybody that commented on your
Yes,
little
that was
post.
a lot of
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, you ready for a cup of coffee?
Always. Yeah, I think we said goodbye to that when we invented hammer darts.